Well, now, here we are, and in the quiet part of the city, inside this old library reading room. You see, this is one of my favourite places. The air smells like paper and dust and time. Wooden tables lined up in long rows, tall lamps with soft yellow shades, books all around, floor to ceiling. The kind of quiet that hums, not empties. I always thought libraries have their own weather. Cool in summer, warm enough in winter. Light from high windows falling in soft squares. Dust motes drifting like tiny planets. Chairs creak when someone shifts. Pages turn with a little sigh. Pens scratch, keyboards tap very softly. But no one really talks in here. So, not out loud anyway. The books do the talking. You just listen with your eyes. You see, this reading room has seen a lot. Students cramming before big exams. Old folks like me reading the paper slow. More kids discovering their first favourite book. People hiding from rain or from life, sometimes from themselves too. The big clock on the far wall ticks steady. You can hear it if you stop thinking. Tick-tock, like a gentle metronome. Keeping time for all these quiet minds. I like this table near the back. Good view of the whole room. Corner lamp. Not too bright, not too dim. Right by the shelves with the big atlases. Heavy books nobody checks out anymore. And they just sit there, waiting. Maps of places half the room will never see. Still feels good to know they're there. Today I brought an old cardigan. These rooms can get chilly, you see. Old bones don't hold heat like they used to. I settle into the chair, slow and careful. The wood has a familiar gift to it. Like it remembers me. Might be my imagination, but that's all right. Imagination fits in here just fine. There's a row of green-shaded lamps down the centre, each one casting a little circle of light. People leaning into those circles. Heads bowed over books and notes. They look like small moons over their own worlds. Everyone floating in their own thoughts, but sharing the same quiet space. It's a kind of gentle company. And librarian at the front desk moves like a cat. Quiet shoes, soft steps. She sorts of returned books into carts. Then, spine against spine, a soft clack. Sometimes she pauses to smooth a torn cover. These little rituals keep the place alive. Without them, the room would just be furniture. There's a smell here you only get in old libraries. Old paper, binding glue, worn cloth, bit of coffee from a distant break room. Faint hint of someone's wool coat. You breathe it in and feel calmer, like the scent of a lived-in home. Except this home is made of stories. And, you see, every book is a room. Every shelf is a little neighbourhood. You can travel without moving your feet. Just reach out your hand, pull down a life you've never lived. And that's a miracle people don't talk about enough. The reading room has tall windows up near the ceiling, arched and dignified. During the day, they pour in light. Right now, late afternoon, it's a honey colour. Falls over the tables, soft and slow, and makes the worn wood glow a little. And you can see reflections in the varnish, and tiny ghosts of lampshades and book edges, and sometimes when the wind picks up, the glass hums. A faint, low sound, almost like far-off singing. The building answers with a creak here and there. Old bones talking to old bones. The radiators hiss every now and then, breathing warm air into this quiet. You see, this room works hard to keep stillness alive. Silence is not easy in this world. People outside hurry and honk and shout, but in here, sound has to mind its manners. Footsteps come in on carpet, not tile. Chairs pulled out slow, not scraped. Books closed with care, not slammed. And I take a book from my bag, hardcover, cloth binding, no dust jacket, title worn soft on the spine. I've read it more times than I can count. That's the nice thing about getting old. You forget the details and enjoy them again. Like meeting an old friend with new stories. I open to the first page. The paper is slightly yellowed, not quite brittle. Fonts are a little old-fashioned. Letters like neat soldiers in rows. No pictures, just words and margins. Plenty of room for your mind to fill in. There's a young person 2 tables over. Headphones in, laptop open, fingers moving quick on the keys. Now and then they glance at a thick textbook, highlighter poised like a tiny sword. You could almost see their thoughts racing. Deadline pressing close, I guess. Back when I was their age, we didn't have laptops. Just spiral notebooks and whatever pen still worked. You'd copy lines from the encyclopedia by hand, hoping the librarian didn't notice you were sweating. Now, answers live in pockets, glowing screens. But this room hasn't changed much. Tables, still solid wood, lamps, still green, shelves still packed like they're holding up the walls. You see, some things resist progress on purpose. Not out of stubbornness, but out of care. The reading room is one of those things. A reminder that slow can be sacred. At the far end, near a stack of dictionaries, a man naps, head tilted back, mouth slightly open. A book tented on his chest, pages rising with each breath. No one wakes him. This is one of the few places left where napping is a kindness. If you fall asleep in the reading room, no one judges. They just walk a little softer around you. I used to come here with my wife. She loved the biographies, thick ones, about women most folks forgot. She'd sit by the window, glasses low on her nose, turn pages with the corners of her fingers. Never bent a single cover. She said people's lives deserve respect. even after they're over. We spent a lot of Saturdays like that, side by side, not talking much, just sharing the quiet. You learn a lot about someone in shared silence. Words are important, but so is the space between them. She'd look up now and then, catch my eye, and smile. No sound. Didn't need one. You see, long love fits well in a library. It doesn't have to shout. The lamps click on as evening deepens. Automatic timer, I guess. Light warms from window gold to electric amber. Shadows gather in the corners where no one sits. The room shrinks a bit, feels cozier. Outside, cars pass with a low hum. Inside, the clock keeps steady time. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The sound makes your thoughts slower without you noticing. Makes your breathing match that careful rhythm. There's a row of reference books behind me, and big ones with thin translucent pages, encyclopedias, atlases, old catalogues. They stay in the room, never checked out. Roots of the library, planted deep. People used to lean over them for hours, tracing rivers with their fingers, pointing out capital cities to wide-eyed kids. Now they're mostly lonely, but not forgotten. I like to run my hand along their spine sometimes, feel the embossed letters and little ridges. It reminds me everything here was made by hands. Printed, bound, shelved, dusted, repaired. A whole life's work goes into keeping words alive. You see, this room is not just a resting place. It's a living organism. It breathes when people walk in. Inhales when they sit and open a book. Exhales when they leave, a little wiser or a little calmer, even if they don't realize it. A young woman tiptoes past with a stack of books, holds them close like something precious, careful not to drop a single one. She chooses a chair by the far wall, spreads them out in a little semicircle. History, poetry, maybe something about art, and a whole world laid out on one wooden table. That's the magic of this place. All those worlds within arm's reach, and the floorboards under the carpet remember every footstep. Students from 70 years ago walked here. So did soldiers on leave. Mothers snatching an hour while the baby slept. Grandparents reading to kids on rainy days. The wood heard all their whispers. Carried the weight of their tired shoes. Felt their hesitation at the shelf, their joy at the right book. Imagine all those quiet moments stacked like pages. Right underneath where we sit now, the chairs are a little crooked, but they're honest. No plastic, no bright colours, just sturdy backs and cushions that sigh a bit. You feel your body slow down in them. They don't invite rushing. They invite staying. You see, not many places invite staying anymore. Most want you to scroll, swipe, move on. This room wants you to linger, to reread a sentence just because it felt good. Um, I used to be a little intimidated by libraries. Young me thought you had to know everything already. But they're kind places, really. They don't ask who you are when you sit down. They just offer you a chair and a stack of maybe answers. You learn it's all right not to know. In fact, not knowing is the best reason to come. The ceiling in this room is higher than it needs to be, and arched a little with simple trim, and no fancy paintings, just soft paint. It makes space for your thoughts to stretch. Your worries seem smaller under a tall ceiling. Your questions feel more at home. Light fixtures hang on long rods, keeping to themselves, casting circles of calm instead of spotlights of judgment. You see, the room is designed to make you brave quietly. Brave enough to ask, to read, to think. Someone drops a pencil. It hits the floor with a sharp tap. And heads lift for just a second. And then tilt back down. Even the interruptions are gentle here. No one storms in or slams doors. Phones are on silent or tucked away. The loudest sound is still that clock, steady as a heartbeat. Even if you're alone, you're not quite lonely. The hushed company of other readers wraps around you. It's like being in a room full of people all dreaming at once, except their eyes are open. You see, that's what reading is. An awake dream you steer with your fingertips. I turn a page. The paper rafts softly. A small sound, but it fits right in. The story in my hands isn't fast or flashy. Just a person trying to understand their own life. That kind of thing never goes out of style. Every paragraph feels like another step down a hallway. Slow but steady. Sometimes I pause and stare at the same line. Not because I don't get it, but because I want to feel it a little longer. In here, nobody is timing you. No blinking cursor begging you to hurry. No feed refreshing every second. Just you and ink and air. And you see, the library reading room gives you permission to be unhurried, to sit and exist without explaining why. In the far corner there's a small shelf of large print books, letters big and clear for tired eyes. I'm grateful for those, now more than ever. The world shrank fonts as screens got smaller, but the library remembered some of us got older. They made us room on the shelf. Soft-spined mysteries, gentle romances, a few old classics, all waiting patiently for someone to choose them. I pull one down sometimes. Feels good to read without squinting. Feels like I haven't been forgotten. The librarian walks by, glances at the shelves. She straightens a book that's slightly out of line. A quiet act of care. And she doesn't interrupt anyone. Just tends to the room like a gardener, pruning here, watering there. You see, this place doesn't run on rules alone. It runs on small kindnesses. There's an older gentleman by the window, white hair, tweed jacket. He flips the pages of a thick reference book. Now and then he writes something in a small notebook. tiny, precise letters. I wonder what project has kept him coming back. He's been here every Wednesday for years. We've never spoken, but I know his routine. Coat on the back of the same chair. The glasses case on the top right corner. Notebook at a slight angle. Then some friendships in here are made of simple recognition. A nod when you pass, that's all. But it means something. We're part of the same quiet club. You see, not all connections need conversation. Some just need repeated presence. The sky outside grows darker. The high windows shift from gold to deep blue. Outside, streetlights flicker on. Their glow leaks in, around the old frames. Inside, the lamps hold steady, soft, warm, patient. This is the part of the day when the room feels almost sacred. And not in a fancy way, just hushed. Like everyone has agreed not to disturb the magic. I close my eyes for a moment and listen to the tiny orchestra of this room. And clock ticking, pages turning, chairs creaking, breaths in and out, steady and calm. It's as close to a lullaby as a building can sing. My shoulders loosened. Jaw unclenches. And thoughts run slower, like they're walking instead of sprinting. You see, some rooms help your body remember how to rest, even before you lie down. If you're having trouble sleeping tonight, imagine this place. Picture the table, the lamp, the book in your hands. Hear the distant tick of the wall clock. Smell the quiet dust of old pages. Feel the worn wood under your fingers. Let your breathing match that steady rhythm. With the calm, and with the noise. With the noise, the door at the far end opens very quietly. Someone slips in, shoulders hunched. They pause, look around like they're not sure they belong. Then they spot an empty seat and shuffle toward it. You can see the moment the room begins to work. Breath deepens. Face softens. They open a book and start tracing lines with their eyes. They don't know it yet, but they've joined something gentle. You see, this room doesn't care why you came, and only that you stay a while. The librarian will announce closing in an hour. A soft voice by the door, never harsh. For now, though, we still have time. Time to read one more page. And time to finish one more paragraph. Time to just sit and think of nothing at all. The reading room is generous with these little pockets of time. It hands them to you like bookmarks. Here, it says, keep this for later. And you do. Even after you've gone home, sometimes when I lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, I picture myself back at this table. Lamp on, book open, clock ticking. It helps. It helps. The memory is like a warm blanket over my thoughts. You see, places like this follow you in a good way. Before long, I'll pack up this book and stand slowly, push the chair in, stack everything neat. Give the room a little nod, like you'd give an old friend. quiet thanks, no big gestures. Then step out into the louder world. But for now, we're still here. You listening. Me talking more than I meant to. The room holding us both without complaint. If your eyes are getting heavy, that's all right. You can let this place fade in your mind. Let the lamp dim, the pages blur. Let the steady tick of the clock turn into soft sleep. The reading room will still be here tomorrow, and so will the chair. And so if you like, will I, sitting somewhere in the back, murmuring about nothing urgent at all, just keeping you company while you drift. You see, some of the best stories are the ones that don't hurry. They walk beside you until you feel safe enough to rest. So let's stay here a little longer. Let the words thin out like fog lifting. Let the silence between sentences grow wider till it's big enough to lie down in. You're in a good place, a safe room, full of quiet and light and gentle minds. You can close your eyes now. But the books won't go anywhere. The stories will wait. The library knows how to be patient. It's been practicing for 100 years. Good night from this old reading room. Good night from this old grandpa at the table. Sleep now. Oh, the lamp is low. The clock is steady. You are safe. You are held. You are home for as long as you need. Now the lamps glow steady as night settles in. The reading room feels even quieter somehow. You see fewer people now, just a few dedicated souls. The ones who stay late, chasing one more page. Clock hands move slow, tick by tick. Shadows stretch long across polished wood floors. High windows, dark now, stars faint behind glass. This is when the room reveals its deeper calm. Old books whisper from shelves, pages long unread. Dust settles soft on forgotten spines. I shift in my chair, wood creaks familiar, like the room saying hello back. Over there, the reference desk sits empty. Librarian gone home hours ago. But the cart of returns waits patient. Waits patient. Tomorrow she'll sort them. Gentle hands. For now the room tends itself. Air thick with paper's patient breath. Leather bindings. Ink dried decades past. A sanctuary for wandering thoughts. You see, late night libraries hold secrets. Stories nobody else has time to find. Lost authors, odd facts, forgotten wisdom, perfect for minds that won't quite sleep. My book open still, words blurring, soft, eyes heavy but curious. One more line, the fellow by the window packs up slow, nods my way, coat over arm, door clicks shut behind. Soft echo, now just me and the room's gentle hum. Radiators sigh, warm into silence. Faint scent of polished oak rises up. High ceiling catches sound, muffles it kind. No echo harsh, just hush and hold. And globe lamps cast pools of amber light. each table an island in dark sea. Bookshelves like tall ships standing guard, full of worlds waiting quiet rescue. I remember nights like this as a boy. Father brought me here after supper. Read till closing, he'd say with wink. I'd find adventure in atlas pictures. Rivers winding wild, mountains snow-capped, cities glowing, strange across oceans. You see, those maps opened doors in my head, made the world bigger than our small town. Now those atlases sit dusty behind me, still dreaming of places nobody asks for. A page turns somewhere distant. Another late reader, deep in their book. We don't look up, just acknowledge the sound. Shared understanding in the quiet click. Clock strikes 10, bells muffled low. Library settling for night's long watch. Outside, wind rattles windows gentle. Rain taps, rhythm soft as fingertip. Perfect weather for stories indoors. My cardigan warmer now, shoulders relax. Book rests heavy on table edge. Words swim lazy, inviting sleep. You see, this room knows how to ease you down. No rush, no demand, just be here. Breathe with the books, slow and deep. Let shoulders drop, jaw go loose. Thoughts wander shelves like old friends. I think of winters spent right here. Snow piling outside, world white and still. Inside, radiator hum and page rustle. Hot cocoa smuggled in thermos lid. Mother knitted nearby, needles click soft. Family in silence, together but free. Those nights built something stronger than talk. Quiet bonds that last through years. Now I sit alone, but not lonely. The room fills space with memory's warmth. Shelves heavy with lives I'll never meet. Yet they keep me company all the same. You see, books are patient friends. Never tire of your company. Always ready with one more tale. Floorboards creak under slow steps. Night guard makes rounds. Flashlight beam. Nods at me. Knows my face. Take your time, his silent look says. I nod back, grateful for the grace. He moves on, light fades down hall. Room returns to its private hush. Just clock grain and my breathing now. Book forgotten, open to middle chapter. Eyes trace lines without really seeing. Mind drifts to half-remembered dreams. Perfect halfway place to sleep. High windows frame black sky patches. Stars peek through cloud, distant diamonds. Rain streaks glass like silver tears. Inside dry and warm safe harbour. Lamps dim, automatic. Save power slow. Room grows cosier in softer light. Shadows merge gentle, edges blur, just enough glow to read by still, or to sit and let thoughts settle. You see, this is the room's true gift. Space between waking and dreaming. And where worries fade like morning mist, where stories blend with your own. I lean head back against chairwood, Cool at first, then body warms it, and the clock ticks match my slowing pulse. Rain lullaby on window panes. Books all around like quiet choir. Quiet singing, silence, only night hears. Eyelids flutter heavy now. One blink lingers long, another even longer. See, sleep comes soft in libraries. No harsh lights, no sudden noise, just gradual fade into book worlds, where you can wander endless shelves. Find any story your heart needs. Last lamp clicks off, distant. Emergency lights glow faint red. Room fully night now. Intimate dark. Rain stronger. Wind whispers old secrets. My breathing deepest rhythm here. Book slides gentle to tabletop. Hands fold in lap. Still and calm. Mind quiets like pond after stone sinks. No more words needed tonight. Just presence in this holy quiet. You see, the reading room never closes. Not really. Well, it lives in memory always. Ready when you need its hush again. So close your eyes wherever you are. Picture oak tables, green lamp glow. Hear clock tick, rain tap soft. Oh, smell old paper, feel chairs embrace. Let library wrap you safe tonight. Books guarding dreams from dark corners. Pages turning in sleep's gentle wind. Good night from this quiet reading room. This good night from shelves full of stories untold. Sleep deep now. Wander book halls free. Till morning light finds you rested whole. Let's say just this once, they forgot to shoo me out. Now closing time slipped past, and here I still sit. You see, the lights are low now, only a few still on. The big clock keeps ticking like nothing changed. The exit sign glows soft red near the door. Outside, the streetlights cast pale halos on the pavement. But in here the library feels almost like a dream. No announcements, no footsteps, just hush. Shelves stand taller somehow when they're alone. Rows of books like quiet sentries on night watch. I stay at my table, breathing with the room, listening to the faint hum of old pipes. The reading room after hours is different. Like seeing a friend when they think no one's looking. The furniture sags a little in the silence. Chairs lean into the tables, old companions. Lamps switched off, keep the shape of their light. You can almost remember the glow on the wood. Dust motes drift slower, no one to disturb them. Pages rest flat, covers closed, worlds paused. You see, every story here is sleeping now, waiting for morning hands to wake them again. I slide my book a little to the side, fill my glasses and set them on top. My eyes are tired, but my mind feels soft and like bread dough that's finally stopped being punched. I think about all the people this room's held. Nervous kids working on their first essays. Grandmothers tracing lines in family histories. Young couples meeting to study, sharing smiles instead. Somewhere in this wooden plaster their echoes linger. Careful laughter, whispered arguments, quiet sighs. The library remembers, even when we forget. I lean my elbow on the table and let my head rest. Not fully down, just enough to feel the weight leave my neck. The varnish is cool beneath my forearm. Smells faintly of polish and 100,000 hands. You see, this table has seen more than most people. Cup rings, pencil dents, underlined pages, tears falling on open books, little triumphs over hard paragraphs. A breeze rattles the high windows. Maybe the last breath of the day sneaking in. It nips at the back of my neck. Reminds me to pull my cardigan close. I've dozed off in chairs like this before, woken to a stiff back and a kind smile. Rough day? The librarian would ask. No, I'd say, just a long one. She'd just nod like she knew the difference. You see, nobody judges you for being tired in a library. Being tired means you've been trying. The room respects that. If you like, you can picture yourself here. Sit at this table beside me. Hands resting on the smooth wood. A closed book in front of you. No pressure. Lamp above you, casting a warm circle of safety. Around us, only the gentle shapes of shelves and the steady, comforting tick of the clock. Let your shoulders drop just a bit more. Let your jaw unclench without you noticing. Feel the chair under you holding all your weight. You don't have to hold yourself up alone. Not in here. You see, some places help carry you, even when you don't ask. I remember bringing my grandkids here once. They ran fingers along the spines, reading titles aloud. Grandpa, what's this one about? Grandpa, why is this book so big? Grandpa, do they ever run out of stories? I told them no, the stories make more of themselves. They looked at me like I'd told them a secret. In a way, I had. Stories do grow more stories. Like shells that sprout extra shells in your head. The youngest fell asleep in that chair over there. Head tilted to the side, book slipping from her lap. I scooped her up, careful not to wake her. She smelled like crayons and sunshine and library dust. We carried her home, soft and warm in our arms. Every time I see that chair now, I remember the way her little hand clutched my shirt. How the librarian smiled and whispered, "Good night." You see, memories stack in rooms like this. Layer on layer, quiet as pages. Tonight, yours can join them. Your eyelids might feel heavy now. That's all right. Let them. The world doesn't need your attention for a while. The news can wait. The messages can wait. Right now it's just wood and paper and breath. And an old man talking too soft for anyone to shush. If a thought pops up, let it walk the aisles. No need to chase it. Let it wander past biographies and poetry. It'll tire itself out soon enough. Everything does, given time. The clock's hands sweep past another minute. No rush in the motion. just certainty. That's what this room offers more than anything. The feeling that time can be gentle. Not always a whip, sometimes just a river, carrying you without demanding you swim. If you drift a little, that's okay. The chair will keep you anchored. The quiet will keep you safe. You see, you don't have to earn your rest until you're allowed to just stop. Maybe tomorrow you'll come back here in your mind, when the day gets loud, when your thoughts start pacing. You can pull this room up like an old photograph. See the lamps, the shelves, the high windows. Hear the clock. The page turns. Feel the calm slide over your shoulders like a blanket. That's the gift this place gives, even from far away. A pocket of stillness you can keep. So for now, let's stay seated together a bit longer. No more stories for tonight. Just the feeling of being in a good room. A safe room. Where nothing bad is going to happen for a while. And where the worst thing is a paper cut. And even that is rare. Breathe in once, nice and slow. Smell paper, wood, the faintest hint of rain. Breathe out even slower. Let the air carry away a little of today. And then again. In, out, out. Yes. Tick-tock. And page breath. You see, you're already halfway to sleep. The rest of the way's easy. But you just don't fight it. Your head get heavy. Let your thoughts soften at the edges. If you like, you can imagine the lights dimming, one by one, starting at the far end of the room, working their way toward us. Not sudden, just gently fading, until only a small circle of glow remains on our table. Then that too softens into warm darkness. Just enough light to see that you're not alone. Then even that melts away. And all that's left is the clock's quiet heartbeat. When you wake again, this room will still exist. Somewhere in the world, somewhere in your mind. You can return any night you need to. Just by closing your eyes and remembering. Old wood. Soft lamps. High windows. A book on the table. A chair that holds you up. And a voice that says, softly, "You're okay, you can rest now. Good night from the library reading room. Sleep deep. Sleep safe. Sleep easy." Now the room's fully dark, save emergency glows. Red lights mark exits like distant fireflies. You see, after-hours library breathes different. No footsteps, just building's own soft sighs. Clock ticks alone now, steady heartbeat. Pipes murmur low through walls thick, rain taps windows high, gentle drum, perfect night for stories only. Books no, shelves loom taller in shadow play. Books stand sentinel, worlds unopened. Dust settles quiet on forgotten spines. And this is library's secret heart hour. I stay seated, cardigan warm wrap. Chair holds me like old friend's arm. No need to move. nowhere to go. Eyes adjust slow to night vision, soft. Faint outlines of tables, chairs, asleep. Lampshades, pale ghosts in dim red. High ceiling lost to gentle black. Feels safe, this velvet dark hush. You see, darkness here, comforts not frights. No monsters hide in library corners. Only knowledge waits patient watch. My breathing joins room's rhythm slow. Slow, in with quiet, out with day's weight. Thoughts drift shelves like bookmark strings. Remember, first time locked in overnight? Summer reading club, fell asleep on Atlas. And woke to dark. Heart jumped quick. Then librarian found me at dawn light. Best sleep in years, she laughed soft. Ooh, gave me cookies, sent home with book. Never scared again of library nights. Now, seek them out in memory's glow. Rain strengthens, wind whispers old tales. Branches scrape glass like page turns. Thunder rolls distant, library muffles kind. Safe harbour from night's wild weather. You see storms outside make inside sweeter. Wood walls, carpet floors drink the sound. No leak, no draught. Finds this room just a cosy nest for wandering minds. Globe lamps off, but shapes remain. Round bellies, metal arms, curved grace. Tomorrow they'll wake with soft click. Cast circles for morning readers. New, for now they rest. Moonlight faint trace. High windows frame cloud-shifted stars. Rain streaks silver trails down panes. Night sky peeks shy through storm veil. Oh, book beside me, cover cool touch. Fingers trace title blind, know by heart. Words inside wait, stream, revisits. Stories blend with sleep's own plots. Floor far below creaks soft settle. Building sighs after day's full load. Radiators quiet now, work done well. Air still holds paper's faint perfume. Leather, ink, glue, aged, graceful. Breathe deep, taste library's soul. This scent lulls better than any tea. Calms nerves, slows racing pulse. You see, smells anchor memories best. One whiff pulls years like book page. And tonight's aroma, peace pure distilled. If you're lying awake somewhere else, try this. Close eyes. Picture my chair. Feel wood grain under resting palms. Hear rain tap, clock tick, companion. Smell old books breathing nearby. Let shoulders sink, jaw release soft. No fight needed, just allow drift. Library waits open in your mind. And door never locks to dream visitors. Distant hall guard flashlight sweeps. Beam dancer's walls gone in moment. He knows regulars. Leaves us be night custodians of paper realms. His steps fade. Silence returns full. Now only rain, breath, heartbeat sink. Perfect trio for sleep's arrival. Eyes heavy now, lids brush slow. One blink holds long, two even more. Mind quiets like closing book grit. Gentle. You see, this room teaches surrender sweet. No struggle, just melt into stillness. Body remembers how, without asking. Shelves nearby hold childhood friends. Wind in willows. Secret garden waits. Narnia doors beyond wardrobe. Wood. Wood. Hobbit holes. Cozy underhill. Soft. Each spine a portal, still glowing faint. Your favourites live here too. Safe kept. Visit any time, no late fee charge. Stories forgive long absences, always. Thunder grumbles low, rain replies hush. Storm passes gentle, leaves wet shine. Wind eases sigh through cracked frame. Night deepens, stars claim sky scraps. My head nods forward, chin to chest. Book dreams mingle with real slumber. Library wraps arms of quiet wood. Safe keeper of night wanderers lost. No bad dreams find this refuge hall, only gentle quests through paper lands. You join me here, unseen companion. Share chairs embrace, tables steady hold. Together drift on, hush wing slow. You see, sleep shared is lighter load, even in mind's own reading room. Clock chimes, midnight, bells far muffled. New day waits patient beyond dark veil. For now, night owns this sacred space. Rain fades whisper, clouds part slow. Moon sliver peaks silver on shelves. Books glow faint, enchanted brief. Magic reel in library after hours. Final breath deep, body full release. Mind floats free through story streams. Good night from shadowed reading room. Good night from stacks of sleeping worlds. Sleep now, deep as ocean shelves. Dream among the books you love. Deepest night now, room wrapped in hush profound. Emergency lights, dim red pools on carpet paths. You see, silence here feels like velvet breathing. No wind outside, just building's own soft pulse. Clock hands creep past 3, tick almost inaudible. And shelves breathe paper sighs. Worlds in stasis, sleep. My chair cradles heavy, wood warmed by body heat. Eyes closed long moments, mind wanders. Shelf ghosts. Poetry lives strongest in these dark hours. Words that bend light, capture moon through windows high. Frost wrote of night acquaintance, solitary walks. Library holds his volume, spine cracked from hands. Late night verses, glow faint in memory, glow. Dark academia, whispers, candle flames imagined. Rain long gone, air still with ink's deep scent. You see, this room births poems unbidden soft. Imagine poets long past sharing this table. Frost pacing woods, Dickinson in attic hush, Eliot measuring life in coffee spoons, small. Their spirits linger shelves, ink never fully dries. You sit among giants, no need for words aloud. Just presence shared quiet of midnight minds. Thunder distant memory, stars claim sky full. Moon sails high, silver leaks through arched panes. Floorboards settle sighs after century loads. Pipes murmur dreams through plaster ancient veins. No guard rounds now, night owns its realm pure. Book beside me dreams, own continuation slow. Characters wander pages unbound by spine. Your dreams join them, library infinite halls. You see, sleep here accesses restricted stacks. Books never catalogued. Stories beyond words. Eyelids sealed now. Breath deepest rhythm. Chair rocks impercepted. Wood grain holds secrets. Mind drifts biography aisles. Lives lived full. Presidents pondered choices. Artists chased light. Scientists wrestled truths. Lovers wrote letters. All passed through here, paper hearts beating faint. Rain scent lingers windows, petrichor and polish. Thunder's echo, lullaby, from storm past safe. Ceiling high, lost to benevolent black. Lamp shades sleep round, tomorrow's glow promised. Table varnish cool beneath folded hands still. Pulse matches clock, world synced in quiet bond. Poets approve from shadows, nod unseen grace. Dickinson whispers, forever is composed of nows. Frost measures woods on snowy evening shared. You see, they accompany comfort's night vigil. Body melts chair, boundaries softly blur. Mind catalogues, dreams like overdue returns. No fines charged here. All stories free loans. Wander Narnia. Closets, Middle-earth paths, green. Secret gardens, bloom endless under moon watch. Hobbit holes, warm pipe smoke, curling slow. Library lens all realms, no card required. Guard flashlight sweeps far hall once more. Beam dances, brief, respects our private dark. Whereas he knows night readers, leaves lamps untouched. Steps fade, echo, silence reclaims domain full. Rain taps resume soft, wind joins faint chorus. Storm's gentle return, library welcomes home. Thunder grumbles, low approval from clouds grey. You see weather poems itself on window panes. Spine tingles faint, poetry in the air thick. Eliot's hollow men whisper through stacks dim. Plath's bell jars lift in hush. Liberated, free. Shakespeare sonnets glow, spine gold, faint trace. Your thoughts compose verse unrhymed, natural. No need pen or paper. Mind writes eternal. Library archives all, no word ever lost. Head dips lower, chin meets chest warm. Breath fogs book cover, dew on morning grass. Dreams catalogue open, dewy decimals dissolve. Fiction, non-fiction blend seamless dream logic. Biographies speak first-person intimate, close. Poetry sings colour, paints midnight canvas wide. You see, this room's true catalogue lives asleep. Final thunder rolls benevolent far off. Rain weaves lace patterns on glass, cathedral high. Wind hums through frame cracks, flute minor key. Shelves sway imperceptible book. Dream in sway, my form full reclined now. Spirit shelf bound, yours joins beside twin shadows in red glow. No separation here. All readers, one mind. Clock strikes 4, bells muffle dream tone. New hour dawns unseen beyond window black. Night holds dominion still, generous embrace. Poets gather round, recite to sleeping ears. Frost's woods lovely, dark and deep invite. Dickinson's forever nows stack infinite shelves. Eliot's coffee spoons measure rest, slow, sweet. You see, their night vigil lulls ultimate peace. Body weightless now, chair pure support. Mind catalogue, cosmos, stars shelved by light. Galaxies spine labelled, black holes, reference, rare. Comets, poetry section, shooting verse trails. Your dreams approved loan, due date never comes. Library eternal, sleep indefinite checkout. Rain lullaby fades, wind sighs, content close. Deepest hush descends, room achieves nirvana. No sound but breath's tide, in out eternal. Shelves stand vigil eternal. Paper sentinels true. Poets fade gracious, mission complete, soft. Clock ticks cease notice, time serves sleep. Now your form dissolves gentle into oak embrace, and mine follows suit, grandpa, to dream grandson. You see, lineage of rest unbroken here. Final image lingers, moon through rain glass, silver shelf glow, book whirls faintly lit. Door opens inward, dream, infinite stacks call. Step through fearless, library heart welcomes home. No return due, wander endless halls free. Sleep's grand reading room awaits beyond. Good night from shadowed stacks eternal. Good night from poets' hushed assembly. Grand, sleep catalogued, perfect, dreams overdue. Never dawn creeps faint through high arched windows. First light touches shelves like shy fingers. You see, night yields slow to morning hush. Poetry lingers thick in this half-dark. Nicky Giovanni remembers librarians. First, big room, green shades, heavy oak chairs, low, short for sitting, big books to match. Card catalogue left, newspapers draped right, welcoming smile at foyer desk high. Charles Simic finds library quiet peace. Sun through tall windows, no flies buzzing thick. Angels, gods, huddled in dark, unopened books. Great secret lies there, waiting patient hands. Edward Hirch seeks skinny, long-beaked boy. Perch branch library, Sabbath, flying stacks. Pecking nuts, nesting broken spines, scratched. Branch library alive with wild boy wings. You see, poets live here in paper souls. Emily Dickinson's frigate sails, book seas. No landlubber stays when verses call free. Walt Whitman demands proud libraries open. Shut not doors, proud libraries to me saw. Amy Lowell marvels, congressional halls, grand, symbolized America in marble book weight. My own poem, forms unbidden slow, words stack spine-like on mind's quiet shelf. Library breathes verse through dust motes gold. Rain scent fades, fresh pages call dawn song. Clock ticks softer now, time bows to light. Shelves glow faint as sun climbs higher slow. Poets approve from shadows, nod unseen. Their verses weave through wood and air warm. Imagine book spine poetry rising now. Titles stacked from verse, unplanned, pure. Quiet room atop forgotten tales sits. Midnight dreams below dawn's first light. Accidental art from shelved lives stacked. Your dreams compose own spine poem tonight. Words from heart shelves, rhymeless true flow. Library collects them all, no judgment cast. You see, poetry needs no permission here. Just breath and quiet and willing heart space. Young Frostwood's lovely, dark, deep call. Promises keep before sleep claims full. Dickinson, forever composed of nows stacked. Each moment verse line on infinite page. Giovanni librarian's smile welcomes all small. Big world fits pocket poem. Carried close, Hirsch boy flies free through wobbly stacks wild. Civic angels wait dark books unopened still. Light strengthens now, colours wood rich warm. Oak tables gleam from night's polished touch. Green lamps sleep but promise morning glow. Chair holds imprint of my settled form. Book open still, poem half-read dreams. Your eyelids flutter, verses lull to rest. Poetry room, Lamont whispers welcome, soft, warm landmark housing recordings vast deep. National Poetry Month displays call kids. Poem pocket shared, Flipgrid versus fly. Book spine poems, stack titles into song. Magnetic words dance fridge poetry free. Clap when you land, Poet X voices rise. Black flamingo wings span shelf bright, bold. Chlorine sky swims verse ocean deep blue. Shout breaks silence, Anderson words heal. You see library breeds poets from all ages. Young hands craft verse in safe room glow. My voice joins theirs, Grandpa, verse soft. Words stumble slow, but heart beats true rhyme. Library forgives meter breaks, love's intent pure. Shelves hold all voices, loud, quiet, young, old. Your thoughts compose now, no pen required. Silent poem forms as eyes grow heavy, slow. Rain memory lingers, thunderverse rumble. Wind stanza whispers through cracked panes, faint. Ceiling vaults, high catch dawn chorus. Soft birds outside trill welcomed, light new. Poets past present blend timeless choir. Giovanni Dickinson, Frost Hirsch, voices weave. Civic angels stir in books half woke. Whitman doors swing wide for dawn, souls fresh. Lowell marble halls echo morning steps. Body sinks deeper chairs wooden arms. Mind catalogues poems like dewy dreams. Fiction verse blends, haiku epics merge. Your breath marks meter, heart sets, iambic beat. Sleep's grand sonnet waits final stanza close. Library arches approval over rhyme rest. Poets nod gracious from shadow thrones high. You see this room's true verse lives asleep. Final light spills golden shelf cascade. Books shimmer, burst, potential infinite held. Door cracks open, dream to endless stacks. Step through fearless poetry heart. Welcomes, no late fees charged for dream verse loans. Wander hall rhymes, couplet corridors free. Sleep's reading room beyond infinite shelf. Good night from poetry breathing library grand. Good night from verse woven oak, breathed walls. Sleep now sonnet complete, dreams meter perfect.